In this video, we'll be taking a look at 4 college football games happening on October 11, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 8 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 4 college football games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Iowa State versus Colorado. Following their first defeat of the season to Cincinnati, the Iowa State Cyclones will hit the road to face the Colorado Buffaloes. Iowa State stumbled early in that loss, falling behind 31-7 late in the second quarter before mounting a comeback behind Rocco Becht's 314 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Despite the effort, the Cyclones couldn't close the gap and saw their unbeaten Big 12 run come to an end. Colorado enters this matchup on a 2-game skid. The Buffaloes most recently dropped a 24-21 home decision to BYU and fell 35-21 at TCU the week before. They now sit at the bottom of the Big 12 standings after losing all 3 conference games. Under head coach Deion Sanders, quarterback Kaidon Salter has been a bright spot, totaling 901 passing yards with 7 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. The rushing game, however, has been underwhelming, ranking 87th nationally with an average of 143.8 yards per contest. Micah Welch leads the ground attack with 250 yards and 1 touchdown on 52 carries this season. After last week's setback, Iowa State needs this one to stay in the Big 12 hunt. Oddsmakers listing the Cyclones as just a field goal favorite is somewhat surprising. The line feels reminiscent of last week, when Iowa State entered as a slight underdog against Cincinnati. Although both Cincinnati and Colorado bring talent, their trajectories are opposite. Cincinnati is showing growth, while Colorado has struggled to regain its momentum from last year. The spark that made the Buffaloes one of college football's early season stories has dimmed, weighed down by erratic quarterback play and defensive lapses. Statistically, Colorado ranks 92nd in total offense with 355.7 yards per game and 106th in total defense, giving up 398.8 yards per contest. Their turnover margin sits at -3, whereas Iowa State's defense has excelled with a +4 differential. While the Cyclones' defense surrendered 38 points last week, it has consistently proven resilient and should rebound against Colorado's inconsistent offense. Iowa State ranks 31st nationally in scoring defense, allowing just 18.2 points per game. Prior to facing Cincinnati, the Cyclones held a potent Arizona offense to only 14 points. Overall, Iowa State has looked like the stronger and more balanced team this season, and Saturday's matchup sets up as an ideal chance for the Cyclones to recover with a road victory. As our first pick for this matchup, the Iowa State Cyclones to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Given the expectation of a tight contest, Iowa State's defense should deliver a sharper performance than it did a week ago. Before facing Cincinnati, the Cyclones had allowed just over 14 points per game this year. Colorado, meanwhile, has gone 4-2 to the under this season, and their last 2 head-to-head meetings have also finished under the total. Both squads are likely to emphasize the run game, which will drain the clock and limit scoring opportunities. Colorado has been sluggish offensively, scoring 21 or fewer points in 3 of its past 4 outings. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. North Carolina State versus Notre Dame. The NC State Wolfpack traveled to South Bend on Saturday to face the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in college football action at Notre Dame Stadium. Notre Dame appears to have righted the ship after a rough start against ranked teams early in the season. Still, it's hard to buy into the idea that the Irish are a dominant force in 2025, capable of steamrolling a solid opponent like NC State. Their 3 wins so far come with caveats. Purdue's 56-30 loss was more about Purdue's dysfunction than Notre Dame's brilliance. Arkansas's 56-13 defeat exposed one of the nation's weakest defenses. And Boise State's 28-7 showing came without its offensive centerpiece, Aston Jeanty. None of those results scream elite. NC State, meanwhile, has failed to rise to the occasion in two of its biggest matchups this season, yet the Wolfpack remain a well-rounded squad with offensive balance. Their passing game should find success against a Notre Dame secondary ranked 117th nationally against the pass. History favors NC State in these types of games. They've won outright in 2 of their last 3 appearances as double-digit underdogs, with Notre Dame potentially glancing ahead to a showdown with USC next week. This spread feels far too dismissive of the Wolfpack's capabilities. As our first pick for this matchup, the NC State Wolfpack to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Offensively, NC State has the tools to stay competitive. The Wolfpack averaged 29.4 points per game, ranking 51st in the nation, while producing over 400 yards per contest. Notre Dame's defense has also shown vulnerability, allowing at least 27 points in 3 of 5 outings this year. On the flip side, Notre Dame's offense is firing on all cylinders. Quarterback C.J. Carr is still developing, but his strong offensive line and the Irish's powerful rushing duo have helped maintain a balanced and dangerous attack. Notre Dame averages 40.8 points per game, ranking 9th in the country, and playing at home should give Carr extra comfort. Expect the Irish to light up the scoreboard again, while NC State does enough to contribute to a high total. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. BYU versus Arizona. The BYU Cougars visit the Arizona Wildcats on Saturday for a college football clash at Arizona Stadium. The line tells the story. Despite BYU entering ranked 18th in the nation, odds makers aren't even confident enough to make them a field goal favorite over unranked Arizona. That alone raises eyebrows in Tucson. Just a few weeks ago, Arizona looked like a rising team, undefeated and close to breaking into the polls, before Iowa State exposed their flaws. Since that loss, the Wildcats have slipped from the spotlight while BYU has become a favorite among bettors once again. Last year's Cougars left a strong impression. They surged into the top 10, cashed in consistently against the spread, and only stumbled late in the 2024 season after losses to Kansas and Arizona State, failing to cover 4 straight games. This season, the narrative feels familiar. BYU is undefeated, ranked, and 4-0 in their last 4 meetings with Arizona. It looks like another easy win on paper, but that's where the trap lies. If this matchup were truly a mismatch, BYU would be laying more than a field goal. They aren't. That narrow spread signals danger for the favorite and opportunity for the underdog. Arizona at home presents a very different challenge, especially with the comfort of familiar turf and a crowd behind them. Facing a disciplined team like BYU in Provo is one thing, but hosting them in Tucson is another. This line screams live dog, and Arizona has the tools to capitalize. As our first pick for this matchup, the Arizona Wildcats to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Defensively, both sides have been elite. BYU allows just 12.2 points per game and has surrendered only 6 touchdowns this season. Arizona's defense has been equally stout, holding 4 of 5 opponents under 300 total yards and ranking top 10 nationally in third down efficiency. Neither quarterback forces the issue, and both teams prefer methodical drives built on possession and field position rather than speed. With limited big plays and 2 well-coached defenses on display, this game has all the makings of a slow, tactical battle that stays below the total. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Arizona State versus Utah. The Arizona State Sun Devils travel to face the Utah Utes in Week 7 college football action on Saturday at Rice-Eccles Stadium. At first glance, Utah looked like the logical side. Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest venues in the country for visiting teams, and the Utes rarely lose at home. Still, Arizona State has battled hard in every game this season, proving to be more resilient than expected. Their only loss came by 4 points against Mississippi State, a result that looks stronger each passing week. Utah, meanwhile, was exposed by Texas Tech the last time they played in Salt Lake City. Given Arizona State's defensive structure and ability to disrupt run-heavy offenses like Utah's, the Sun Devils appear well-equipped to keep this one tight. As our first pick for this matchup, the Arizona State Sun Devils to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Utah's formula remains clear: establish the ground game and control possession. Arizona State's disciplined front seven, however, should limit Utah's ability to break big runs. runs. Both defenses rank among the better units nationally, and Utah's inconsistency in the red zone suggests more drives ending in field goals than touchdowns. Add in wet weather conditions expected on game day, and this matchup shapes up as a slow, physical contest built on time of possession and field position. Points will be at a premium, and the tempo should stay contained throughout. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.